record yours if you can. Okay. So I am so glad all of you are here to join us. Okay. So when I decided, or when God put on my heart that I should do this Bible study, I was like, well, okay, I could do this, but please let someone other than just my mother show up. So I'm so glad all of you are here. And you too, Mama. I see you. Hello, Mother. Okay. And let's see. Okay. So if anybody, you can pull up your email if you want, and it kind of gives you the introduction if you haven't read it. And I know some of you bought the Bible study book and the book, but you do not need it. I'm going to kind of lead you through everything. Okay. So we had actually 109 people sign up. So I don't know who else are going to be on here. I know it's a Saturday night, but we're super thankful that everybody signed up and was actually interested in doing it. Right? Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes. This is my co-host who's not co-hosting.
I'm
just kidding. I just need you. I just feel like I'm talking by myself.
I can't talk and read and talk.
Be multitasking. I made you coffee. Okay, so, all right. So I'm going to give everybody kind of some quick directions on Zoom. If you are on Zoom, you can mute yourself down at the bottom, mute or unmute. And to keep it kind of organized, everyone stay muted. If you have something you need to say or you would like to say, because I want everyone to speak up, you can go and raise your hand. And I don't know how to tell you to raise your hand.
It's in the more.
Okay, you click on the more, and then it should say raise your hand. And what it's going to do is it's going to show me this, that you raise your hand, a little emoji hand. And then we can click on you and let you speak. We can let you speak. You may chat with us if you raise your hand. Because I'm going to be asking questions. I want everyone to be involved. I want it to be like we're all sitting in my kitchen, which this side of my kitchen is clean. That side's dirty. That's why we're sitting on the edge. So I want it to be like we're all sitting here around the table all together. Okay. So, and if everybody's got the chat in the comment section, if you want to say something or an answer to a question and you do not want to your face in front of all these people and to speak out loud, I would love for you, please still enter it in the chat because we want everyone's input. Because this is what's going to make it an awesome study instead of you just listening to me talk. Okay, so I am going to, Megan, are you raising your hand? Hold on. All right. Oh, I unmuted you.
Hey, I just wanted to tell everybody that I just think it's awesome. I'm literally getting ready to go out with my husband, and the hour it's going to take me to get ready. What?
This is Bible study.
I can be with everybody. I know, but I'm just excited that I can multitask and get some girl time and do other things and be here. I just think it's awesome.
That is true. That is true. Can you see Megan on yours?
I just think it's awesome.
I'm going to make sure everybody can see you because I'm going to ask you actually to do the beginning prayer because I don't see Gracie on here yet. Gracie's here?
Okay. Yeah, Megan's here.
Yeah, Megan's here. Yeah, Megan's talking. Oh, I was going to see if you can see her.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Can everyone see Megan? I wonder, I can make you a co-host real quick, I think.
Hey, I only have one eye of eye makeup on. Hi.
Oh, sweet. Hello, everyone. Look at one eye makeup, Megan. Okay, everyone. This is my sister-in-law, Megan. And she is going to lead us in prayer to start this off because she's a really good prayer. All right, we're ready to go.
All right, if everyone wants to just bow their heads. Lord, I just want to thank you for bringing this group of people together, for laying this on Jessica's heart, for an opportunity for us to, in the middle of our crazy lives, spend time with you. Take time to just slow down and remember that you are the Almighty who created everything, created us, and especially when our lives are crazy, Lord, that we just slow down. I just want to thank you for that. I just pray that whatever this is and whatever your intention for this and whoever's life, that it makes a big impact. And I know you, Lord, and I know it will. Anytime people are gathered, Lord, you are there. And I'm just so thankful for all that you've blessed me with, for the opportunity to get a chance to speak to these ladies and just share our hearts, Lord. I just thank you so much. Lord, more than anything, I pray that you give us a voice to say what's really on our hearts so that we can use each other to feel fulfilled. I pray all this in your mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Megan. Now I need to know how to get you off Spotlight.
You're welcome.
I need help.
Cover back over.
I hope.
Hold on, I'm gonna look.
I need to put my other eyeliner on, so.
Here.
All right, hold on. Oh wait,
Okay.
Spotlight video. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's still on there, I think.
Click on you.
What's on? Am I on yours?
No.
I don't think so.
All right, working on it, guys. Sorry, this is my first time doing this. I practiced, and we didn't have this many people on practice, so. All right, let's see. Megan, if I'm gonna mash stop video. If it stops
She
you,
says she sees you.
you want to add back in?
Yeah, we all see you, Jessica.
Yeah.
You see me?
Sarah just said, we see you.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I see Megan on mine, so let me get it so I don't have to watch you put on your makeup. Even though I love you. Okay. 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 So now that we have that, we can kind of start things off. You can have a notepad ready, whatever you think you need, or just coffee or a Diet Coke, which I'm going to get in a little while. Okay, so I had bought the online version, the ebook of the Bible study, and I printed it out, and this is what I've kind of sent everyone. Pretty sure that's illegal and copyright infringement. Please don't turn me in. I was trying to save everybody some money. Okay, so there's a quote talking about this first week that we're starting, and it says that most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Okay, so, and I am super glad everyone's joining us because I picked this study for me, so don't think I know what I'm talking about. We're all learning together. I'm just going to kind of read and I'm learning with you guys. I don't know anything about not quitting. I'm a very good quitter. So that's what we're working on. All right. So I'm going to, there's some questions on here I kind of want to go over. And I would love if whoever wants to answer them to either put in the chat, or if you want to, I would love if you would speak on here. That would be great. So Megan, are you?
Yeah.
I'm muting you. Hold on.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. So first question, which I asked this on the questionnaire, if anyone logged on and filled it out, which I really appreciate because I got a lot of really good information on it. Okay. So first question, what made you decide to be a part of this study? So who would like to go first? I would love it. Even if you put it in the chat room or speak, which would be awesome. Anyone? Dixie, hold on. Let me figure out how to click on you. Hold, please. Let's see. Where? Hold on. Yay! Okay, wait. Hold, please. Spotlight video. Okay. Yay! Can everybody see Dixie? Everyone? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Tell me.
So I don't know many of you that are on this Bible study, and I can see you, but I'm Dixie. I used to live in Gainesville, but I then moved to Mississippi, and now I'm coming to you live from Baltimore, Maryland, which is not anywhere close to probably where a lot of you are kind of watching right now. But the reason why I chose to be a part of this Bible study is I met Jessica years and years and years ago. Gosh, what were we, like middle school or high school?
Probably. It was at church, I think.
Yeah, and so I was super excited whenever you sent this out on Facebook, because this is something that I've been wanting to get a part of and kind of find my own little niche in a group and really just kind of like get back into the one-on-one or a group conversation, just to kind of take some time out of my week and be able to kind of, you know, spend some time with others and get to read a little bit of scripture and get connected.
Yeah, and that's why this online thing is great, because you would not be able to be with us if we were all at my house. Yep. So that's
right.
yes. So thank you so much for answering. Okay, all right. So I'm cutting you off unless you have anything else to say right quick. Got
Good.
it. Got it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold on.
Right there.
Back one.
Last one.
Where?
Right there. That's me. Right there. Like we go up so I can run this right
Oh, hold please.
Right there.
There's
Host. No.
You would be host. Hold on, guys. We're trying to make
Sorry,
Kaylee
we're having
co-host.
technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties again.
It's okay. I'll just tell you when I see the little hand.
Okay. All right. Kaylee's going to be watching. You can watch on here, I guess. Let's put lower hand. Okay. You can still see, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Spotlight video. All right. Second question. What are some hopes / expectations you have for this study? So anyone?
Michelle Clark says, I've not studied the Bible like I should lately. It's been on my heart that I as a Christian need to take time out of my day to study the Bible. Same day Jessica posted on Facebook that she wanted to start a Bible study.
Ah, how cool is that?
Yep, that's awesome.
Michelle, maybe it was you that made me do this study.
Yep.
It was. That's awesome.
God's timing is not an accident.
Exactly. Okay, awesome. Anyone else have hopes and expectations? Yes, thank you, Sarah. I don't know why I'm looking at your computer. I can look over here.
It's okay.
Okay. Oh, I see it now. Oh, thanks, Kaylee, for chatting on there. I see you. Same for you. Okay, let's go to where do you like to do your Bible study? And I'm going to start by saying I love drinking my coffee on the porch, like I'm in a movie, just looking out across the green acres. But I have a baby and 4 dogs, so that doesn't really happen every day. I'd like to say that on the days that my baby cries, I sit while holding her and reading my Bible at the same time, and that does not happen. So most of the time, it goes back on the shelf. So my ideal place would be on the porch when it's not 100 degrees or freezing, and if it's not there, it's wherever I actually have time to sit down. Yes. Anyone else? Kaylee, where do you do yours?
I like to do mine. We have this little screen-in porch, and I like to do mine out there in the morning when it's cool before it gets hot, or sitting in the floor.
Or in the floor. The floor works. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Grandparents' sunroom with an AC and fan going. Yes. I need a better fan on my porch. That's a great idea. Okay. So, and I put this question in the questionnaire. So I know a bunch of you filled it out, and there were some really, really good answers. But for those of you who didn't or would like to tell everyone what your answer was, it says, if money and time were no object, what is the one thing you would want to accomplish? And this is super exciting to me because I'm all about, dreams, even though I usually quit them before I get there. I like the idea of it. So anyone want to answer that? Anyone?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yes. Question again. If money and time were no object, what is the one thing you would want to accomplish or do? Finishing my degree. Yes, Sarah, that's a really good one. It's on my list. I'll go there later. That's an interesting story. All right. Kaylee's putting it in the comments. Oh, on Facebook Live. That's a great idea.
Megan,
look at you.
Amanda Jones on Facebook
Megan
says she would like to travel the world.
Yes. Love it. And Megan, open a nonprofit. Love it. That's a great idea. Guys, give me one more. That's awesome. Do you have one? Are you just not making it up?
Well, no, I just have so many things.
Well, throw me
I'm
one.
like you.
I know. Our brains are a little crazy. They run nonstop. My brain does not stop.
I don't know. I like to help babies, so I would like to go far away and open an orphanage.
That's a great idea. I'll come help you.
Okay. You're hired.
Yes, but we won't make any money.
It's okay.
Okay. And here's the next one, which is very big too, because I have a lot of distractions. Okay. And like if my husband's home, he just, wants to just all the time, me just pay attention just to him. He's like, hey, what you doing? Why don't you come here and sit and talk to me and hold my hand? Look, I do not have time to just babysit him all the time. So he's one of my distractions, even though he's a good distraction. wouldn't you say? Okay. Okay, so what is something that tends to distract and detour you away from doing your Bible study?
Kids sometimes.
Kids. Yes.
Live.
Nicole, can you come over here and say hello on the Zoom?
Hi guys.
Yay, this is Nicole.
I'm in the background today.
Yes, she's hiding because she says she didn't fix her hair, which is not
Kids.
the kids are her
Right.
excuse again. That is no excuse. We love messy hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, my husband for sure, Sarah. Yes. Anyone else? Y'all, I know it's more than like husbands and kids. There's got to be more distractions than that. Work. Yes.
Yeah.
Like if I just sleep 5 minutes later and then you have no time for that. Exactly. Okay, so let's see. Your internet connection is unstable. Did you see
We did
that?
that earlier, but it, it's
Y'all, I have
Facebook-
Windstream, and if my internet cuts off,
It's
Facebook
a
Live
Bible
is messed up.
it's Windstream. It's not my fault. All right. If it keeps doing it again, I apologize. I shall just stay with me. Don't give up on me.
Okay, we're back on Facebook. We're good.
Okay,
Is it
you're
not
good.
working?
You're good. You're back.
You're
I'm
good.
good?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
On Facebook.
We're back live from Dahlonega, Georgia. Okay. Now, okay, so those were great questions, and I really appreciate everyone's answers. So I want to kind of go over what made me choose this study and my quit story. There's a lot of them, but I'm just going to tell one, and maybe you could join in with how many Bible studies of yours I've quit. Okay, you can join in after. It would be kind of funny. It makes people feel good. You can tell it after I tell this. Okay, so if I told you how many jobs that I started and then quit, we would be here all night. I have not enough fingers and toes times 10 to probably count them. So I'm going to give you an example of how many times I've started and quit school, which includes college, which that would be 1, 2, 3 real colleges and some online stuff that's not real college, but it is school, and I'm still paying for. I'll be right there. So I have started and quit school 9 times. That's 9 times. And Chris only knows probably about 3 of them. But he's at work right now, so he's not going to see this.
Unless he gets back and record and watch it.
He probably won't. He'll be too busy. Okay, so yes, 9 times. And I'm going to give you kind of a funny quote of his that I wrote down. And this is, I went to him and I said, Chris, I have this great idea. And his first response to that is usually, what now? Is usually his first response. Or, oh, here we go again. Which is usually their response too when I say I have a new idea or I want to start something.
We support it. We support
So, Chris, I told Chris, I said, I really want to learn how to do dog training. I mean, we have 4 dogs. Wouldn't dog training be like the coolest job ever? I mean, I think so. Yeah.
For you.
I think it would be
Not
like,
necessarily for everyone, but for you.
I thought dog training would be super cool, right? Okay, so I told Chris, I'm like, Chris, so this cool idea I had, I was like, it's all online. I won't have to do anything. It won't cost you a penny. I'll use my own money for my secret checking account. Just kidding, kind of. So and I was like, I want to do, there's this dog training course. It's all online. I should finish it in 6 months, 9 months or whatever. And here's his response that really kind of made me do this, but also be a little mad, but also be like, maybe I need to work on that. He said, why would you want to start something again? You're just going to quit. So that was his response. And that's probably a lot of people's responses to my crazy ideas when I say I want to start something, is I always quit. So that is why I wanted to start this, so that we could all not quit together. And I guess since this is a Bible study on not quitting, I can't quit halfway through, which Kaylee actually has a funny story about that, because she has invited me to two Bible studies at her church. And you can tell them what happened, actually.
Well, she had a baby. I mean,
Well, the first one, remember the first one I went to was before the baby, but I went to like 2 or 3 of them.
yeah, I don't remember. It was fun. Life happens. It happens to all of us. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants us to be too busy to keep going with this kind of thing.
And by too busy, I sat at home and went home with my baby and watched TV. But too busy was my excuse, because I'm really good at quitting. Okay, so let's go on next. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the video that goes along with week 1. I am going to mute myself, and I think for you to be able to hear the audio, you need to unmute yourself, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So all of you people, unmute your phones for when I start this. Facebook Live, if you guys are not on Zoom, you are going to miss this video. Let's see. Let me pull it up. All right. And, cancel. Ooh, I about ended the meeting. All right. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I got to.
Yep, I got it. Because all of a sudden you're talking.
You said everybody unmuted.
Yep, I got it. Because all of a sudden
What?
Put her in the play pen with a toy.
All right, I'm going to pause it for a second. Can anyone just hear us and not the video? Sounds like we're doing construction.
no one can hear the video.
No one can hear the video? Maybe everybody turn.
They can see it, but they can't hear it.
The video. I paused it, Dixie. I paused the video. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure. Everyone remute. You want to try that? Remute yourself. I'm going to try to play it real quick and see if it works. Okay. All right, I'm working on it, guys.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah, but I tried it at first.
Unmute.
Hold on. I'm working on it, guys.
I quit my marriage multiple times, and I quit jobs, I quit exercise programs, I quit cleaning routines.
I hear it on mine.
Everything, and oh yeah, I
Everybody hear it?
tried to resign from motherhood at
Okay.
least a dozen times, but for some reason, no one will accept that. So I am pretty much the expert quitter. Three-step program on how to become this woman who never quits anything again. Instead, what I did was I asked God to show me someone in the Bible who I could get behind to teach me what it's like to follow a commitment from the very beginning until the very end.
It's just an
And
intro.
God showed me a woman who didn't quit, a woman who didn't give up, and her name is Ruth. Now, I know when I just said her name is Ruth, maybe some of you are like, oh my goodness, I have already read that story a dozen times. I've done Bible studies on her before. She's been taught, and I want you to know I know that. And so instead of taking this deep theological look at the life of Ruth and even focusing so much on the love story between her and Boaz, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the very beginning of her story to the very end, and we're going to clearly see 5 habits that Ruth lived out daily, weekly, monthly, yearly that led her to do something pretty amazing. Something like bringing Jesus through her generational line. And call me crazy. I can do do something like that for Ruth, what can he do for you and I? I have a feeling it could be like amazing, full of opportunities that we could have never even dreamed or imagined. If I could sum up this entire Bible study in one Bible verse, I think it would be Galatians 6:9. It says, "So we must not get tired of doing good, for we will reap at the proper time. Do not give up." That thing in your life right now that you're just not sure that you can follow all the way through with. Who is that person that you are ready to kick out the door? What is that dream that you have away for years and maybe you're feeling like, well, here's what I want you to do. You're like me and you've quit everything before, but promise me that you're going to stick out this Bible study from the very beginning until the very end. Now listen, I know I'm a busy mom. I have 3 girls. I work. I speak. I have a ton on my plate. So sitting down and doing Bible study every single day sometimes just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and set you free from that right now. If you miss a day, it's okay. Pick back up where you left off. If you miss a week, it's okay. Just pick back up where you left off and just keep doing the next thing that God puts in front of you. And when we get to the very end of this journey, we're going to see how God has taken our small commitment, our yes to his word, our yes to coming together and studying, you and I together on this journey. And we're going to see the commitments that God has asked each of us to live out and what he can do through them. Okay, so 3 things I want you to start right from the beginning for this, okay? The first thing I want you to do is stay open to what God wants you to do, okay? And I know that you have questions and concerns and things like that as you get into this teaching, because can I be perfectly honest with you for a second? As I was studying these chapters in this book of the Bible, there were a lot of things that I just did not have answered inside of me. And so you're going to wrestle with God. You're going to wrestle with this book of Ruth. Pick it out. I also want you to make sure that you're together with just one other person. Maybe it's an online situation, face-to-face, or hey, listen, if you can't find someone to be with, I will be your person, okay? But just promise me that you'll keep doing this together with me until the very end. So this week you're going to learn all about the very beginning of Ruth's journey. You're going to start off with just some of the introduction to this team. And you're going to see the struggles that Ruth had immediately. Next week, we'll get into the very first habit. I don't want you to miss the building of the foundation of this story of Ruth, because there is so much that happens just in the first 3 verses of this story. All right? Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to become a woman who God and others can count on? Are you ready to be that woman who doesn't give up, who doesn't quit, and God uses to change generational lives? I hope you're ready to do this with me. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay, so that's there. Hold, please. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Okay,
Hold
tell
on.
them they can connect.
Hold on, guys. I'm working on it. How do I go back? Okay. Oh, we're back. Okay. So I know a lot of you didn't hear the words and maybe didn't see the video, and that I have Windstream. That's my excuse. So I'm going to put the video in the first email that I sent everyone after the Bible study, so you can kind of watch it then. It's kind of just an introduction, kind of what we're going to go over and kind of what to expect. So real quick, I am going to have Kaylee read for us. But before we do that, I just want to let everyone know that today we're just going to kind of discuss and answer some questions and kind of get familiar with each other and kind of directions for the rest of the Bible study. It'll be a 6-week long Bible study. So what? Oh, I thought you were going to say something. So I will also be emailing you. There's 5 days in between each study. For example, this starts week 1. So on I might do it tomorrow or I may wait till Monday, send you day 1 lesson. So there'll be what you read in the Bible or what discussions you read, and there'll be questions. So I want everyone to kind of write down on a notebook paper, because I know you might not have the Bible study book because I'm illegally copying it on an email. So write down your answers, because I always get these books with all these great questions in them, and then I say, I ain't got time to write the answers in them. But it really probably would have helped if I wrote the answers down of what I was thinking. It would have actually made me think of an answer. So kind of just do that. So there'll be 5 days. So I'll probably send Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you'll have something to look forward to each morning that will come. So if you do your quiet time in the morning or in the evenings, you can kind of do that once a day, and it'll give you something to study. Because if you're like me, I'm like, I have my Bible. Now where do I go? Yeah. Which is like a really big issue for me. So,
so all of that's kind of like your homework, and then we'll review all of the stuff from our daily devotions next week when we're on our live video.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So if everybody wants to turn in their Bible, I know we're going over the book of Ruth. So everyone turn to Ruth. All right. So Kaylee's going to read for us Ruth 1 through 18. And we're in the King James Version. You can read whatever version you prefer. That is what we'll read tonight. And also, yes, we're reading it, but when you start studying this by yourself, go through and read it for yourself, because hearing someone else read it and you read it is going to be 2 totally different things. When I hear somebody read it, it goes out the other ear. So I have to sit down and literally make notes in my Bible. As you can see, I cannot read without, I just ripped my page. Cannot read without making notes. All right, Kaylee, please read for us, ma'am.
All right, this is Ruth chapter 1. We're going to read 1 through 18. Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons. And the name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his wife was Naomi, and the name of his 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, Ephrathites of Bethlehem, Judah. And they came into this country of Moab and continued there. And Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left and her 2 sons. And they took them wives of the women of Moab. The name of one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth. And they dwelled there about 10 years. And Mahlon and Chilion died, but also both of them. And the woman was left of her 2 sons and her husband. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law that she might return from the country of Moab. For she had heard in the country of Moab how that the Lord had visited his people in giving them bread. Wherefore she went forth out of the place where she was, and her 2 daughters-in-law with her. And they went on the way to return unto the land of Judah. And Naomi said unto her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each to her mother's house. The Lord deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the dead and with me. The Lord grant you that you may find rest, each of you, in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voice and wept. And they said unto her, Surely we will return with thee unto thy people. And Naomi said, Turn again, my daughters. Why will ye go with me? Are there yet any more sons in my womb, that they may be your husbands? Turn again, my daughters, go your way, for I am too old to have an husband. And if I should say, I have hope, if I should have an husband also tonight, and also bear sons, would you tarry for them till they were grown? Would you stay for them from having husbands? Nay, my daughters, for it grieveth me much for your sakes that the hand of the Lord is gone out against me. And they lifted up their voice and wept again. And Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave unto her. And she said, Behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back unto her people and unto her gods. Return thou after thy sister-in-law. And Ruth said, Entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest I will go, and where thou lodgest I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Where thou diest will I die, and there will I be buried. The Lord do so to me, and more also, if aught but death part thee and me. When she saw that she was steadfastly minded to go with her, then she left speaking unto her.
Thanks, dear. All right, so we're going to go over a couple of questions that I want everyone's input in again, please. And then we'll be closing up with another verse and then prayer. Okay, so real quick, please raise your hand if you would like to answer my questions. First question, what is one thing that you have started and quit? So I told one of my stories, so I need you guys to tell one of yours. You can type it, but I would love if somebody would talk. Please. Pretty please? Anyone?
Yeah, if you want to do that, just remember you can raise your hand. It's on the bottom of your phone if you're
Yeah.
using your phone.
And I can click up here and yay, Dee Dee!
Yay!
Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Well, I've started several times on diets, several times with that, and Bible studies. Like I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna read my Bible more. I'm gonna do it every night. No, it doesn't happen. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this.
Love it. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Megan says diet and devotionals.
Diet and devotion. The 2 Ds. That is so true. Okay, so true. Anyone else?
We got 2 new messages.
Diet devotional.
Okay.
Okay, those are good, guys. Next question. And this is kind of one that requires some thinking. How would you describe the difference between quitting and finishing? And I don't really know the answer to that one because I usually don't finish things.
Hey, you start a lot though.
I start a lot, but I'm going to finish this, and then I'll
Yes.
have an answer for you. So if you have an answer, please tell me. Or it doesn't have to be the right answer. Just tell me, like, in your opinion, what the difference between quitting and finishing is. Or maybe not just the difference of them, but like what it's like to finish something and how you feel.
Somebody-
All right. Hold on. Unmute. Okay. You may speak.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm in the car, so I'm trying to figure all this out. I
Gracie,
think the big,
it's you. It just says iPhone. It don't say your name, but I hear you.
yes, I haven't used Mary's phone, but the biggest difference between quitting and finishing is self-discipline, and I think that's something that's you
You're going out.
have
Gracie, come back.
to train
Gracie, you're breaking up.
yourself over time. The discipline has been easy, but it's not. So, can you hear me now?
Barely. I can hear you now a little better than before.
Okay, I was talking about how I think self-discipline is the biggest difference between finishing and not finishing something. And
Yes.
that's something that we have to practice over time.
Yes, and self-discipline is something I really need to work on a lot. You should see my house is dirty. I need some self-discipline to clean it. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Gracie. All right, so let's see, lower hand. Okay, what is something or a season you finished? This could be school. This could be, I don't know, a diet, and you actually succeeded. You lost weight. Or, I don't know, maybe you took a cooking class and you know how to cook now. I don't know. Anything. It really could be anything. Anyone?
I think any kind of project. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that big. I mean, house renovations, anything like that.
That is a good point.
And those are
Well, then I
stressful
have
parts.
finished a few things.
Megan's got one. Megan's got her hand up.
Megan, hold on. Let me get you. Okay, you may speak. Let's unmute.
Yeah, so unmute her. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Megan, talk again.
sorry.
Hey guys. For me, I think one thing that I finished that was really hard to finish was my master's degree.
Yes.
And I think the reason that it was so hard for me was because, like, when you go to high school and you kind of like have all these people supporting you to finish it, and then those of us that went to college, most likely, like, our parents are really pushing us to finish it. But my master's degree was something that I was the only person motivating myself to do. And my grades were not as good as the rest of my life's grades were. And like writing papers and having to study and and I did it all online. So I didn't even have a professor who asked me to help me finish it. And so for me,
you also did it online. Like, a lot of people didn't even know you were. So you didn't have, I guess, accountability would be a big one that you
I had
didn't.
no accountability.
Yeah. So you had to have the self-discipline to finish it.
It's awesome.
Yes. And so that's something I'm proud of myself for, but that was something that was really hard for me because I didn't have accountability. I had nobody other than myself saying, do this, right?
Yeah.
And the money, of course. I had paid, so.
Exactly.
But yeah, that made me, yeah.
Awesome. Erin, okay, everyone. Erin went to Disney World and did her internship there, which was scary. Erin, please unmute yourself and tell us how scary it was to move somewhere totally. I mean, you're like me. Family is huge, and you're always around your family, and then you just pick up and then you go somewhere 500 miles away where you don't know anyone.
Yeah, I mean, it was really scary. Like, you could ask Mom, like, on the way down there when we were moving, I got sick to my stomach. Like, I had to pull over and throw up. I was so sick. And it was a real struggle because in Orlando, people don't live the way that we live, I guess. So it was a struggle trying to find myself and remember who I was when I was down there, because I didn't go to church the entire time I was down there. Number one, I was working 50, 60 hours a week. So I was like really, really busy. But I lost myself where I couldn't, like, I didn't remember to read my Bible or pray and stuff like that. So it was really, really hard to, like, keep who I was and what I was raised as and everything. But, I mean, I finished it and I came back, and that was a big motivation for this Bible study to get back into it, because I had been gone for so long and away from it from so long. So
And I think,
it was hard.
I mean, you didn't have people down there like watching you to make sure you went to church or to make sure you read your Bible. So there's accountability again, and self-discipline. It goes back to that. But I mean, you finished that program. I couldn't have done it. But I mean,
it was really hard. But I mean, it was a big. I feel like it was a big accomplishment for me. But
it is.
So
it really is awesome. Okay. Anybody else have something they have finished that wants to speak? Anyone? Okay. And this one kind of goes back to what we were just even talking about. How much accountability do you like to have in your life? And I'll go ahead and start and say that when I start something, I'm unstable again. Am I unstable on your screen? No, it's Windstream. Okay. Accountability wise. So I don't like telling people a lot of things that I'm starting, because then they'll ask me, how's that going? And I'll usually have to say, oh, I quit that. So I usually don't tell people what I'm doing, a lot of people. And I usually don't tell Chris most of the things I'm doing, because then he'll just make fun of me when I do quit. So, but I think for something big like a Bible study or something, it's great to have accountability. So I think it makes you finish things. So I think it's great to ask for like an accountability partner, whether it be like one of your best friends or, you know, I don't know, who else?
I mean, especially with stuff like this, like your family or people at your church.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, just depends on what your project is. But, you know, even if other people aren't around and other people don't know what we're doing, then we're still accountable to the Lord, especially if it's something that He's asked us or, you know, told us to do.
Which, yeah, brings me to this. I was told I was supposed to do this, and it was super nervous, and I really wanted to quit before it even started. So, yes, He held me accountable too. Hold on. Dixie, I know you raised your hand. Do you still want to talk? I was about to unmute you. Okay, hold please. Gotcha. Unmuted. Go ahead.
Hi. Me personally, I like to have a lot of accountability, even on the tough things that we're doing, like diets or workout plans. That's something that my fiance and I kind of, at first I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Like, this is my plan. Like, I want you to help me. Like, if you see me go to the fridge and you see me get a cookie, like, tell me not to do that. And then when he does it, I'm like, seriously, like, I just want a cookie. Like, let me have a cookie.
Leave me alone.
But then in that moment, I'm like, you know what? Like, maybe I didn't need that. Or like the fact that you are kind of holding me accountable means that you do care about me. So I think me personally, I do well with a lot of accountability, even if it's a coworker or a friend or a partner or a loved one, you know, whatever the case is. Just because I feel like in our like day-to-day lives, we're so like busy and bam, bam, bam. And I need to have a lot of people that know what I'm doing. So then that way in those moments of weakness, I'm like, you know what, like I made a promise to myself, you're holding me accountable to that promise, and like I don't want to let you down, and I definitely don't want to let me down. So as much as I don't like it in that moment, I personally like to have a lot of accountability and like to let people around me kind of know what's going on, just because I think it's important in the long run. to
think
try
that's
not
good.
quit, even though sometimes I still do quit, but
I know, right?
it helps a little bit more than if it was just like me trying to do it on my own.
Exactly. Okay, so real quick, I need someone to read one verse. This is one Bible verse. It is 1 Peter 5:8. So if anyone would like to volunteer for that, raise your hand. Anyone? It's just one verse. If not, I'm gonna make her do it again. All right, pull it to it.
Go get it, girl.
Oh, Megan!
Go, Megan!
All right, Megan, go for it. 1 Peter 5:8.
All right, here we go. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him. Stand firm in your faith because you know that your fellow believers throughout the world are undergoing the same kind of sufferings.
That is so true.
Keep going.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. Okay, so that is huge. I feel like I should print that out and put it on my mirror.
Bathroom mirror.
My bathroom mirror, yes.
Yeah, in your car.
Yes. And the question that kind of goes along with that, which is huge, is how has the enemy blinded our culture to quit the things of God without even realizing it, which is huge. You need to write that one down. Right here. Blinded our culture.
I'll be really truthful in mine, but I remember when I was dating in high school and in college, I wanted to sustain my virginity, and I was supposed to wait, and I'm supposed to work at that for my husband. And the world made me feel like I didn't fit in by being
huge.
That. And so that's something I really wanted to see to the end. I wanted to be pure for my husband, but the world around me made that very, very hard for me to not quit on that.
And I think the devil kind of chooses every different way to get to you. Like he loves
where we're weak.
Yeah. He loves putting things in my brain, and he knows I love getting people's opinion on, hey, I'm thinking about this. What do you think? And if that person, I've really taken account what that person says. Yeah. So I think that's a huge one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dixie, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
I was just going to use like this Bible study as an example. Like, again, when Jessica first sent out that Facebook message, I was like, yes, like, let's do this. How awesome to like get to have a community that's online. It's once a week, an hour, like we could totally do this. And then, you know, it's Saturday at 6 and we could be going out to dinner, or we could be chasing your kids around, or whatever the case is. And the fact that Megan is like getting ready to go out to dinner, but like she's still in on this, like I think that's a perfect example of how kind of we're blinded by our culture. Like it could have been super easy to like go grab a drink with a friend, or to go to dinner with a friend, or to go to Target because we love Target. Like, but the fact that we're all here right now and like we're together and it's an hour out of a time that could have been inconvenient for our social lives. Yes. I think that just wonders.
Yes, that is so true. It is. And I'll go to the different time of week we're going to go next week, because I know Saturday at 6 is super hard for everybody. So we're going to kind of change that.
Michelle Clark in the chat says, I've seen such a change in what is acceptable in society now versus when I was a teenager. Satan is a ruler of this world system. He has been successful in making things that were once wrong seem okay now. And I think that's totally true.
That's true.
Just pop culture. I mean, it invades our lives via music, via TV.
Social
media.
It's
on the news. Social media is in our face every day.
Our kids.
The kids are seeing it everywhere. Yeah. And what kids see, what looks like everybody, to them it's going to look okay because on TV it's okay. So why would these young minds, or even like teenagers, they've got so many hormones going on, they're not thinking stuff. They're like, oh, well, they did it, it'd be okay if I did it. Or even friends, like, well, she did this, so if she did it, she goes to church, so why can't I do it? I think that's a big one too. Okay, so awesome. Let's see. Okay, so all right, so what I want to do before we end is this is for your notepad, and you can kind of work on this week because it's a big question, and unless someone has an answer now that you want to answer it, you're more than welcome to, but it's going to take me a little while to figure out exactly what I want to do. I want to have an answer to this question for every week we meet. So for 6 weeks, I want to have 6 reasons as an answer. The question, and write this on your notepad, and I want to kind of share it next week when we start. The question, or it's not really a question, it's a sentence, a saying. I want to be a woman who completes my God assignments because ... So what makes you want to be the woman who completes what God puts you out to do? What makes you want to complete it? What makes you, how other way? Want to finish it at all? What makes you not want to get sidetracked? You know, it would have been very easy for people to just go out to eat tonight. I mean, I'm really hungry right now, but I'm settling for coffee because I started this. I have to finish it.
Well, the good thing is you're here, and everybody else can be here too. Whether
Exactly.
they are with their kids at games, or they're, you know, on the road. Or
Yeah, put your headphones on
and be with you.
Yeah, you can put your headphones on while you're driving and not even look. You can just kind of listen.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of, I know Kaylee put that in the chat. So kind of write that down and be thinking of at least one reason for this week. Yes, and like I said earlier, I will be emailing everyone your daily homework. I don't want to call it homework. It is homework. It's homework, but it's fun homework. Okay, homework, and everyone's accountable. I'm your accountability partner. I'll call everybody if I need to make sure you're doing it, but you have to make sure I'm doing it too. Okay, so I will email everybody that out, and here's what we're thinking about on time. And I know it's not going to work for everyone, but I'm kind of working around new practice schedules for kids that are just starting. I know school starting, it's about to get absolutely crazy. And like Saturdays are the day I spend with my husband because he works night shift all week. I never see him except the weekend. So kind of don't want to take Saturdays away from him because I'm studying this the whole day before I start. So I'm thinking Friday at 8 o'clock. And here's the reason I say 8 o'clock. We can change it if we want to, but a lot of times if you can put your kids to bed and not have to worry about that, or supper is already over, you've already cooked supper and you don't have to worry about feeding your kids, or they've already done their homework and they're watching TV. I feel like most of our tasks are done for the day and we can kind of sit down, put our pajamas on, sit down and just chill. If that's not going to work for everybody, please let me know. Message me on Facebook or call me. I want it to work for everyone, but like I said, I know it's not going to, so you might have to catch up on the YouTube videos. Yes. So if anybody has anything else to put, I think we're good until Friday at 8, unless heard otherwise. And you'll get an email by Monday. Anybody has anything else they would like to add before we close out here tonight? Anyone?
Hey, I think the first time has been awesome.
I think it has. I think we all did great. Oh, Dee Dee, hold on. Go. You're unmuted.
Hey. Oh, I've loved it, but the only thing I'm trying to figure out is it's a technical question.
Yes, go. I don't
know.
So
I'm on the iPhone and I can see when everybody comments when they chat. And I can get to the chat and it'll say tap here to, send a chat to everyone or certain people, but it won't let me type anything. You think it's because it's the iPhone?
No, it should work on your iPhone. Everybody else is on the iPhone. Do you have a laptop?
I do.
Is it a Mac?
No.
Does it have a camera on it?
Jenna does. Jenna has one.
You might, if you can, I don't know how to fix that chat. Maybe try it a couple of different times. If it don't work, try to get on Jenna's computer because it's a whole lot easier. You can type on a pad and everything and see the chat on the whole right side of the screen.
Sarah says a PC works too.
Oh,
Sarah.
PC works too. Okay, just as long as.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, so I got the chat up and I can see everybody's things. I just, when it says tap here to chat or type a message, it won't let me tap on there to do anything. So I'll try her computer next time.
Okay. Just try because I don't know how to fix it.
Okay.
I have her here to help me with that stuff.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, Gracie, are you still here? Raise your hand if you're still here. I don't think she's here. Okay. All right, so I have a huge favor for someone to end us or close us out in prayer. Anyone? God's knocking on your shoulder. Who's he talking to that nobody's answering?
Just raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Hand raise. It's not me. Raise your hand. If not, Kaylee's gonna have to do it.
KT, close us out in prayer. Dee Dee's there. Dee Dee's up.
Oh, Dee Dee. Thank you.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Dear Lord, thank you for this day you've given us, and thank you for everything you've done for us, Father. Thank you for this group of ladies, Lord, that are wanting to learn more about you, Father. Help us, Lord, to read our Bibles every day, Father, and help us to study your word, Lord. Be with all the other issues in the world, Lord, the sickness that's in the world, Lord, and the problems that we all have, Father. Just help us to have a great day tomorrow in the Lord's house, your day, Father. And thank you again for everyone that's joined us, Lord, and thank you for Jessica, and thank you for letting her follow her heart. Amen.
Thanks, everybody. We really appreciate everyone chatting with us. So we will see you all Friday at 8, unless otherwise, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.